I built this landing page in Claude Design, handed it off to Claude Code, and then had Claude Code also deploy it to a production live URL. So no Figma, no designer, I didn't write any front-end code. This video is going to show you the full end-to-end work, plus what it costs, because there's a catch that not many people are talking about. Now, I built hundreds of AI agents and automations for Fortune 500 companies, top school communities, and for wonderful YouTubers helping their content system pipeline. And this is something that I'm going to start integrating with their systems. Let's get started. Well, Claude Design is Anthropic's new visual design tool, released just a few days ago. It is powered by the latest model, Opus 4.7, and I'm going to show you what it actually does. Well, you can talk to it in natural language and it can build these things for you like you see here. And you can also iterate over this, edit these drawings, and then when you're done, you can actually hand this off to Claude Code, which I'm going to show you today. Now, quick context on this, it is not free. You need at least the Pro plan, which is $20 a month, and I'll get to a little bit later, but if you're using Opus 4.7, you can burn through the token usage pretty quickly. More on that later. Okay, so now for actually getting started, but the first thing we want to do is set up the design system. So I'm going to choose this. The company name is going to be Tyler AI. The blurb will just be, this is AI workflow for content creators. And there are many things you can do here. You can use a repository that you already have. You can upload Fig files, or you can just add your own asset. So I just took screenshots from a web app that I liked the style of, or at least we're going to try for this one. And then once you are done, you can go to continue to generation. It says it'll take about 5 minutes to generate your design. Click generate. Okay, so here it is trying to decide what it is that I want to do. So I gave it 4 screenshots, which you can see in the design files up here. You can see the uploads that I gave. Over here on the left is the chat. So here is where you're going to be seeing what it's doing. You're going to be chatting with it. It's going to ask you questions. You should answer them. And then actually already has questions for me. And then what I'm going to do here is the uploaded screenshots I had were like of a food recipe app. So, but it says I did for content creators, so it's right to clarify on what I want. And then I want this to basically be a landing page for a 3-day live event that I would cover. And then I should have a designed simple word mark placeholder. Actually, I want to design a logo mark as well. And this is going to be for YouTubers. Actually, just do generalist all of the above. Then you just click continue. And then you can see on the left-hand side, here are all the questions that I answered. So now it has a better idea of what I want. It's updated the to-dos. So it's going to mark all these to-dos as it goes on. And this can take about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on what it's doing. But we'll come back with all the iterations that it came up with. Okay, so it finished everything. And it's going to look different in different ways, like depending on what you're doing. You might not get this exact same screen. Sometimes it opens up the HTML automatically. Sometimes it doesn't. Just at least in the early stages, that's what's happened to me. So what I can do is it kind of, for this time, it separated everything, like the typing. Here's like the scaling. You can say if it looks good or if it needs work. I can just say it looks good for now. Here's like the coloring it used, the accent colors. Here is like the workshop landing page. As you can see, it's hard to see this even when it's zoomed in. So I'm going to show you how you can view this better. And basically all of the entities and things that make up this website, it separates them into components and brands, and then you can say whether you like them or not. Like here's like my brand mark that I can we can edit that. So where this actually is located, there are some design files. So if you go in the top here, go to design files, you can go to your project. Here's kind of everything here's everything that it's using to so you can see that preview. So here, for instance, are the uploads for the screenshots that I made. Here is the landing page, so my first agent HTML. So what I did was I just clicked open over here on the right, and this is the actual website that you would see if you were to come view here. Now, I'm not super fond of the purple from what I can see here, but there are about 4 different ways that we can edit. So we can first off do tweaks up here, and we can say instead of purple, let's make it blue shades. Then I hit send, and you can see it's going to add a tweakable control now. So it says add tweakable controls to your landing /first AI agent HTML page. So instead of purple, what it's going to do is now there will be a little slider. I can turn on tweaks, and I can actually change the coloring of this whole HTML, and I can kind of view what it would look like with these different colors in line right here. I can also choose edit while I'm doing this, and I can, when I click on edit, now I can look at every little individual module and do something with it. So if we scroll down a little bit, let's say I don't like this, right? And then it comes up with all of the components that make up this little card. So instead of this fill here, I don't know, just gonna put in a random color. Oh, I literally did the same color. Let's do that color. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can change the opacity of it. And then on this one right here, let's say I don't like yellow. I can click on the color box. I can make it a red. And then maybe I want the text to be white, etc. This is how you can edit individual components to the way that you like it, okay? And now there's a third way. I can literally click the draw. So if I come down here, and let's say I want this CTA, let's say I want this, I can say bigger. Let's see what this does. Okay, so I'm going to, then we just choose send. And now after I refreshed it, you can see the tweaks that we had made. We want to change the background to blue. Now there's a tweaks down here where I can just simply change the brand color to whatever I like. So maybe I like this gray actually. The CTA accent can be, maybe I want that to be a green, right? Or white. Nah, let's not white. Let's do this like pinkish red, whatever. We can change the corner roundness. So you can see we can make the corners of these boxes, but this is, now that we made the tweak, we can do that. And it also made our CTA much bigger, right? You just have to refresh to actually see the changes. And the last way you can make an edit, you can choose the comment. So when you choose comment, now you can kind of select, I want to select this testimonial section and say, add 2 more, please. And then I'm just going to send this to Claude. And then this will take that comment and obviously it'll do something with this. And then we can just refresh and we'll be able to see the updates. And there it is. You just have to keep refreshing after it does something, and it added 2 more. Okay, so now that we kind of have a grasp of what we can do with design, now for the next step, we want to hand this off to Claude Code. So how do we do that? Well, there's multiple ways. We can either chat with it because it's a skill that we can call to hand off, or at the top right, there's a share button and we can choose handoff to Claude Code. There's other ways to hand off or share, but we're going to choose handoff to Claude Code. And look at this. We can actually just copy this command. I'm just going to paste this in and then press enter. And what we're going to do is we're going to see how this is actually going to work when it hands it off to Claude Code. So first off, it's going to fetch a design file. Yes, go ahead and do that. Okay, so it built everything. It took all I needed. The landing page was built right here. Here are all the sections and the features that it had. Here is, the countdown working. Here's, the coloring that we ended up with, right? I went for the darker color. I wanted the little, like the reddish. Now we have the 6 testimonials. And then we also have the bigger font, the Your Agent will build itself. Because everything that we tweaked here, whenever you go to share it, this is what it's going to look like. And this is what it looks like. And it even gave us a little favicon it built for us all as well. And now what you can see is we have what's ready and available to build a system out of. We can have it add these links if we had a domain, whatever we wanted to do, we could make this happen. So the next step then is how can we build this with the live URL? Well, it just so happens that I'm going to be using Vercel and they have an MCP server, which means that all we have to do is chat with Claude Code to make that happen. But first we need to add it. So I'll give you the command, but it's just going to be Claude MCP add. And this is Vercel. So we've already added this. And then I continue the conversation. So now if you type /MCP, you can come down to Vercel because it needs authentication. Authenticate. Now it says I'm connected to Vercel. Great. Now I just want to say deploy this project to Vercel. Use the production environment. When it's done, give me the live URL. And it'll probably go through a little bit of process asking me questions, but in the end, it should, yes. So yes, it's going to go take all the deployment for me, and it should just give me a URL by the end. Okay, now if you run into the issue, it has to be index.html, has to be the main page. It was not, so it was a 404 error. 404 error, as you can see, I asked it here, I got a 404. It fixed that. Now, let's try again. And here we go. Here is now our live URL where we went from Claude Design to Claude Code and now to Vercel, which just hosts what we created with Claude Design and now I can access this anywhere. And this is absolutely amazing what you can now do with this with Claude. You basically within the Claude ecosystem, which they probably want you to be, of course. They want you to stay there, and we went through that process together, and we were able to build something and make it live. Absolutely amazing and powerful. Okay, so what I'm going to show you though, to go back to what I said about the cost. Now I did a previous design, and then I did a couple more, and then you see the one that I showed you for this video that I did from scratch. Look at this. Look what this did. Look what this did, right? This, I used 91%, basically four full projects, and I'm already 91% used. You know, PC World had released an article where they did where they used their coverage in 30 minutes. Other people on Reddit and X obviously are complaining about this also. This is kind of one of the downfalls with it. It is absolutely amazing, but you are going through it very quickly. Now I was using the Opus 4.7 model to show you how quickly we can go through it, right? And this is just kind of one of the other things about it that you should be on the lookout for. To get my final thoughts, this is not like the end all be all. This is not a game changer, although it has kind of shaken things up, especially with Figma, you know, some reports that I read. It is amazing how we went from full design to a production loop within the Claude ecosystem. Yes, but you know, everything is a tool. Tools have their own place, right? So, okay, so Claude Design turns prompts into production ready systems. Okay, so if you want to learn more about this, you know, join my school community in the description below, like and subscribe. And in the meantime, here are some more videos for you to watch.